Hello, little witchlings and princelings, and welcome to your weekly Coven Summoning. My name is Ilsa.
And my name is Stacy.
And we're Caffeine and Conjuring,
a fantasy bookish podcast where we will discuss some of our favorite fantasy reads.
It's Sidequest time!
Super delayed Sidequest time!
Yeah! A month late, but who's counting? We're still getting it done.
It's fine.
The funny part is, like we said, as soon as we're done reading it, we will record it because we're excited to talk about it. And that very obviously did not happen.
No. Nope. Life got in the way multiple times.
Yep, it happens. If you haven't seen our hint post, or they were so long ago that you've just forgotten, we read from Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. A book where gods are shady, the vampires are hot, the maiden has rage issues, and if someone isn't stabbing someone, they're kissing them. And the book that belongs to my favorite book boyfriend of all time.
Wow, that's pretty high praise.
Yeah, as much as I love, like, Dorian, Azrael, the Shadow Castile takes my heart every time. He's just so witty and as weird and unnecessary as some of the further books go, he's still my favorite.
Oh. So, why did we pick this book?
Because I've been trying to get you to read it for ages. And a very long time ago, I'm going to say probably more than a year ago, me and Rebecca said we were going to do a traveling book thing where we each read a book and send it along to annotate with our own little notes. That I read, like, and annotated in, like, a day and a half and passed it along, and nothing else has happened since.
Nope. It has been here on my shelf.
At least now it has one other person's annotations for the side quest, so it's still special.
I don't think it will make it to Rebecca.
No.
And I don't think she would read it.
No.
But it was fun. It was so fun reading the book and, like, your little quips. Like, reading them, seeing, like, what you highlighted. And a lot of what you highlighted was the same as what I wanted to highlight. So I was just like, yep, this. Like, okay. I think we pretty well have, like, a very similar mindset, like, when we're reading something, and our inner monologue is very similar as we're reading things. So. Yeah. But it was so fun.
So, a little more in-depth description of From Blood and Ash. A maiden, chosen from birth to usher in a new era. Poppy's life has never been her own. The life of a maiden is solitary, never to be touched, never to be looked upon, never to be spoken to, never to experience pleasure. Waiting for the day of her ascension, she would rather be with the guards, fighting back the evil that took her family, than preparing to be found worthy by the gods. But the choice has never been hers. A duty, the entire kingdom's future rests on Poppy's shoulders, something she's not even quite sure she wants for herself. Because a maiden has a heart, and a soul, and longing. And when Hawk, a golden-eyed guard, honor-bound to ensure her ascension, enters her life, destiny and duty become tangled with desire and need. Yes, it does. He incites her anger, makes her question everything she believes in, and tempts her with the forbidden. A kingdom forsaken by the gods and feared by mortals, a fallen kingdom is rising once more, determined to take back what they believe is theirs through violence and vengeance. And as the shadow of those cursed draws closer, the line between what is forbidden and what is right becomes blurred. Poppy is not only on the verge of losing her heart and being found unworthy by the gods, but also her life when every blood-soaked thread that holds her world together begins to unravel.
So what were you expecting when you first went into this book? Think way back.
I was expecting a different version of Akhtar, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
From how it was being described on Book Talk and online. Which, like, it's a romantasy. It's all gonna have, like, that Akhtar-ish feel. But it did exceed my expectations.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Yeah, I don't think I was expecting the whole, like, Twilight of it all, like the vampires, or the Vampire and Wolven. Yeah. And then there's the Lantian, the Craven, the Dissenters, and the Ascended. And then, of course, the Maiden. So, I wasn't expecting it to be like vampires and werewolves. I know we didn't get a lot of that until, like, the last quarter of the book, I want to say. Like, it didn't really hit.
Yeah.
That it was all about vampires and werewolves.
You definitely get more of that
wolves,
in later books, especially on the werewolf side of things.
I get that, that, like, they were building up to it, that there was, like, a lot of, like, world building to bring you into that. Yeah. But it really surprised me, I guess is the best way to put it, that it was like Akatar and Twilight had a baby. But yeah, I was pleased with it. I did rate it. I know, like, we'll give our, like, official ratings or whatever at the end of the episode, but I know, like, my rating was a little bit lower than yours.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just because like, I was so hyped up to read it, and then when I started, like, it just sort of, like, confused me a lot. Like, there was a lot happening, but not, and there was a lot of questions that I had that there were no answers for, and it was just like a mind dump.
And it definitely had a little bit of that, like, religion cult aspect that probably did.
I'm not too bad with that. I'm not too bad with that when it's not, like, Christianity. That is what I have issue with in, like, contemporary books. I don't when it's in like a fantasy setting and you're dealing with like gods, deities, you know, like I'm okay with that.
But when it's 1,000 boy kisses and you're blessed and
nope. Pass.
I think I've, like, mastered the ability to tune that out because I didn't even, like, take in how often religion got brought into that book. Like, it just completely tuned out for me.
I wish I could. I now, like, I have to do, like, some digging now when I go into, like, contemporary romance books. I'm like, does this have religious aspects? But anyways, yeah, I mean, it did really well as a fantasy novel. I just felt like there was just a lot going on. They don't give you a whole lot of I mean, there's a lot of words. I mean, it's a 600 and plus page book, so, like, you do get a lot. It's just, it kind of felt like a slog to get to it. And I think that was literally the only reason why I docked a star.
Yeah, it was very heavy. I still
really enjoyed it.
Poor Maiden at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, Maiden locked in a castle and just...
Rapunzel vibes.
Yeah. Oh, and before we get further into the episode, if you haven't figured it out already, there will be spoilers. This is not a spoiler-free episode. We will be talking about anything and everything from the first book of Blood and Ash, and hopefully just the first book if I don't fumble and throw something in there from later on. Given that it's been over a year since I read it, it's possible.
Yeah.
I will cut it out if it happens, unfortunately, Stacy might get it spoiled for her. But
That's okay. I have all of the audios on Audible, so it really doesn't matter what you spoil for me. I'm still going to listen to them.
yeah, that's how I listen to them. You let me log into your Audible, and I listen to them that way.
Oh, I know, because when I went to listen to From Blood and Ash, it was literally at the end, and I was like, what the? I was like, I don't remember reading this or listening to this. I was like, I don't know anything about this. And anyways, that's what I remembered. Oh, right. I gave you the login to... Yeah, it threw me. It threw me for a hot second. So I think I like covered how I felt after the first few chapters, like how it was very heavy, like
little slow going.
But man, they got right in there with the little sexy scene though.
Oh yeah.
They took no time.
Yeah.
But anyways, how did you feel after the first few chapters?
The first time I read it, I was so heavy into reading romantasy. Like, I just eating it like fucking candy. Like, any romantasy that was thrown at me, I was devouring and adoring every second of it.
Yeah. Did you find that, like, I find that when I get in those, like, moods, I guess, where I'm reading a lot of one genre, it starts to like blend together. Did you find that with this book, or was it just so?
If I remember correctly, I picked these up just after I finished the 3 Sarah J. Maas series. So I was still, that's still quite a bit into reading romantasy, because that's a lot of heavy books.
It is.
But I don't think I was so far in that they were blending together. I think I was able to, like, it was its own thing very well. But, like, maybe a year later when I started reading, like, The Crowns of Nexia and stuff like that, that's when, like, a lot of the romantasy started blending together, and I had to switch genres to kind of, like, reset my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I believe I went through a rom-com phase at that point in time.
Oh.
Or just romance in general, because I think that's when I read all of Colleen Hoover's books, and it kind of took off from there.
Yeah.
Wow, that feels like a whole other lifetime ago.
Speaking of, like, the Sarah J. Maas, though, as I was listening to this, the Ascended, or the Ascension, really reminded me of The Drop.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything else on that because there could be spoilers.
Yeah.
For that. But that's what it was giving. Now, I know I'm not saying anything against Jennifer on, like, stealing from other books. I mean, that is a very popular, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Anyways.
Plot.
That's a very popular, like, plot thing.
Yeah. And it's funny because this book in particular gets compared to Akhtar a lot, and that's what I meant earlier, because they said that she stole a bunch of stuff from Akhtar specifically. And I had the same kind of thought where, like, if anything, it would have been Crescent City, personally.
Yeah. Not so much the, like, urban setting of it.
No, but
the, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the actual
plot points.
Yeah, points. There we go. Yeah. But still, like we've said, and we've said it multiple times on this podcast, that you can't make a fully original.
No, most everything has been done.
Yeah, I mean, everything borrows from something.
Yeah.
So, but I don't like when people say that, oh, they stole this from, unless it is actual plagiarism, then yes, bash the book. But
yeah,
for things like this that can't be, like, owned, I don't like that.
off topic, but it reminds me of the lawsuit or the patent that Pokemon, like Nintendo, had put out, saying that they can be the only ones that can, like, summon a character or, like, whatever, the couple things. It's like, really? And now that is all since Pal World came out. And I will say, Pal World definitely went a little too close to Pokemon.
Yeah. They were, like, basically, like, they were just touching the sun.
Yeah, it's like they made the characters are almost identical. I'll give it that. But then they took, like, the things that people want from Pokemon and put it into their game.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed Pal World, even in the beta testing, far more than I've enjoyed any Pokemon game in the last 10 years.
Yeah. I have to agree, though. I actually downloaded it again and started playing it again.
I haven't played it since all the new updates, but I think I might get it out again after I start replaying Hogwarts Legacy and a bunch of other things.
You'll get to it.
Mm. It's on the list of things to go back to.
Yeah. Oh, I have so many lists and so many things I need to get to.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the characters, we get a lot. There's a lot going on. A lot of people get introduced. And people that you don't think is important end up being important. Mm-hmm. So I struggle with that a bit because they were calling back, like, towards the end of the book, they were calling back to, like, different scenes where people were. And it was just kind of like she expected you to remember who they were. And I was just like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
So I did struggle a bit with that, but as for, like, Poppy was a pretty likable main female character. She was very sassy. She did not want to adhere to all the rules that were being put down for her. I really enjoyed her.
She was very trauma-powered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed her character quite a bit.
I love how it's just basically the entire novel is Poppy's not allowed to do this, so Poppy does this.
Yeah.
But she's very strong and fierce, and I love that for a female character.
Yeah, and she wasn't rebellious in, like, the stir shit up kind of way. It was like...
No. To help people.
Yeah.
It was the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Hawk, of course.
Oh.
Like, I mean, right off the bat, I loved his character.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. He is immediately likable, lovable, fuckable.
Yeah. He's so, like, so protective and just, like, observant. And the way that, like, he would just... The scene that sticks out to me the most is when she's wherever she is and she's not supposed to be talking to the other women. And she mentioned something about him, I think. And he just, like, ends up, like, right behind her.
Yeah.
I know that's very vague.
I know what you're talking about.
Because my memory is... Yeah. And he's just like, what? What was that?
And the big spoiler of the whole book, he is actually the one and only Mr. Castile Denier.
Chef's kiss.
So good. Morally gray with, like, golden retriever energy vibes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I knew, like, I expected there was something there. I thought maybe Castile was his brother because he talks about his brother.
Uh-huh.
I was like, so maybe Hawk is, like, the brother and this is going to end up being, like, because usually the love interest of the first book of a series doesn't end up being the, the big grand scheme of things, the love interest.
It's kind of an interesting play, though, because in a way it was, but at the same time it wasn't, because it was technically a different persona. So, like, Hawk wasn't the main love interest, it was Castile, but...
Yeah. But, like, the whole time that I'm reading it, I'm like, how am I supposed to like Castile if I'm so hung up on Hawk? So that was playing in my head the whole time I read this. I was like, how is Castile supposed to measure up to this?
Yeah, he is a flirty menace that stole your heart immediately.
Yeah. And that bit of, like, the comedy of it all is what really draws me to a character. If they can be, because it's the same thing with Quicksilver.
Carrion, yeah. I was just going to say that. It gives Carrion, like, those two characters give similar vibes, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. And I was so drawn to Carrion, so I think that's why this one, Yeah.
Oh, and then we have Victor. Poor
Papa Victor.
Her trusted guard, father figure, who unfortunately, while protecting her,
we can't see that.
got unalived while protecting her.
It's so easy to forget that that people can't see our gestures. And we talk so much with our hands, and
we really do. I've had to cut out like huge sections when editing because you could tell that we were doing something with our hands, and it did not portray into the audio.
Nope. We're sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, he was unalived. It was sad. It broke my heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really hard part.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like you think everybody's okay. And then not. Like, it was just...
Yeah.
It was really rough. I think the next question is, who was your favorite character?
Oh, already answered. We all know for me. I've only been talking about him for the past 2 years, nonstop.
Yep. I think I might have to agree. Because he did so, and I'm wondering how, like, if there's any, like, plot holes, if I were to go back and reread this now, knowing that he's Castile. If I pick up on anything.
There was definitely some big hints going through, like, when I read it the second time and I was making notes. And I was like, oh god, I can't highlight this because you're going to think too much into it then. And I didn't want to spoil anything, but, like, it definitely was, like, she was throwing it out there, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, my critical thinking brain is never active enough to catch on to that.
No, same. Who was your least favorite?
Lord Mazine was my least favorite character. Especially, like, the comments Lord Mazine made when, like, Hawk was in the room and, like, introducing them, like, she's ruined because of the scar and da-da-da-da-da. Just icky.
Yeah.
Icky man.
Yeah, that is obviously who I was going to pick as my least favorite because he's literally the worst in the book.
Yeah.
As for, like, character growth, who did you find like changed the most, or like had the most believable character growth?
I would say Poppy. She, like, as she had basically her entire world flipped upside down. Everything she knew, she's finding out to be not true.
Mm-hmm.
And she could be taking it so much worse than she is.
I have to say, when she ends up, like when she finds out that Hawk is Castile, I don't like how she reacted. I didn't like her response to it all. It just felt a little like, but over the top, I want to say, but I find that I'm like that with a lot of characters in books.
Yeah.
Like when something happens, if they're deceived or if there's, something happens that's not in their favor, the big emotions, the big, I don't know, like lashing out, stuff like that, or blaming somebody for something. I don't understand it. I
understand that one a little more just because she finally can open up fully to somebody. She was falling for this person, and to turn out he was lying the entire time. Like,
see, even that, I still like, she knows who he is. Like, he's the things that he said to her all along. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it.
but like, if he was lying about who he was name-wise, who's to say he wasn't lying about a lot of the stuff that he said to her, just trying to like get her to his side.
See, I think that's where, like, what I don't understand, because I don't think I would care. I'd be like, okay, you were, using a different name because, you're hated there. So I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't think it would, I think maybe I think it's the autism. I think because I don't know. I still can't see it. Like, if I were in her shoes, I still don't think I would react like she did. Like, I completely understand, like, what you're saying. Like I do understand it. Just on the emotional side of it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the words for it. And I don't know. I thought maybe if we were getting Flynn's point of view, Hawk's point of view, maybe that was why I was so determined that Hawk's point of view, that maybe that was why, like, I was getting some of like his, but we don't get his point of view. So I don't know why I feel so strongly about that. But anyways, Poppy's character growth, yes, I agree. She had the most character growth because of everything that she had to go through, and really that's the only character that I can think of that had character growth.
Yeah.
At all. Did the character relationships feel organic to you? Whether it's romance, friendship, rivalry?
Yeah, I think so. Nothing stood out as like, eh.
Yeah. Like, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
What about, like, standout moments for characters? Does anything, like, specifically stand out to you? Other than the scene underneath the tree.
Oh. Oh.
Besides that one. Oh my god. I just remembered. I have like a really bad streak of liking characters that die. When he was like walking her out in the garden.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his name was.
Victor?
No.
Ryan? Rylan?
Something like that. Yeah, and he gets, like, killed. Literally, like, 30 seconds before I got to that part. I was like, oh, he's so cute. I love him. And then he dies. So.
Honestly, I think one of my favorite parts is towards the end where Poppy is basically like, when she tells Castile, like, if you're going to claim me, then you're going to marry me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll go along with this, but you will marry me.
Yeah.
And then the feral marriage arc begins.
That was kind of giving Quicksilver too.
A little bit.
Because at the end of Quicksilver it was similar too, right? Now I know Quicksilver came after from Blood and Ash, but it was very similar in that sense. Yeah.
Did you have any other standout moments?
Can't think off the top of my head. I know there were like some that I actually like laughed out loud at because he was a very comical.
Yeah.
But no, the main thing that stands out to me is like I said that about when she was walking in the garden with her guard, and I was like so happy that he was such a good guy. They're like chatting and getting along, and then just as soon as I start to like a character that's not the main character, they die.
Oh, another good moment was honestly just when Poppy met Hawk. Like when they were at
like the first,
like in the room in the not hotel but tavern,
the hostel.
Yeah, like
yeah,
and she was just kind of going for it. I was just like, "Go girl, get him!" Like,
yeah, yeah. That was like very early. That was like first chapter or two.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, I was here for it.
Yeah.
So how did you find the world building? Did you find the world immersive and easy to picture?
I found. Well, I mean, it's hard for me to.
I was gonna say it's a
picture anything.
Difficult question for you.
Yeah, but it was slow for the world building. I did have a hard time like grasping the plot at some points, but it was still like it was good. I mean, when I finished the book, I was like, man, like that came together really good.
Yeah.
Surprised that like she was, and again, it has like the whole vampire and werewolf thing, and
can't go wrong.
I dies for a good vampire werewolf.
Yeah.
Book. So
especially when they make it their own a little bit, and we're not talking about just sparkly skin.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
Tzook.
Was there a magic system? Yes, she had
healing.
Yeah, she had.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that? Like, did that feel natural in the book?
I think so. It was more the way they held her back from using it that just kind of like confused me a little at first. Because I'm like, she can heal people, like, and that just led to me not liking her people, basically. And immediately liking the villains more. But the villains and dog ears.
I mean, my sticker does say team whoever the villain is.
Yeah, I love that. I would have liked to. How much can I comment on this? I feel like that power is fitting for her and what she would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the irony of her power against her people is funny to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did like it.
How much do we get in this book for like magic wise? Is it just her that can do this healing thing?
I think so.
Because I remember feeling it felt kind of like disjointed. Like it felt very strange to me that like she could do this.
I know, like, the Atlanteans' abilities were mentioned, like their strength, speed, the woven bonds. They kind of went into a little bit of, like, ascended holy powers. A little bit with that, but that's more like, it kind of came off as more like culty faith vibes than actual powers. The Craven definitely had some like magic-y vibe with them. So it wasn't a whole lot like in your face. It was definitely like a low to mild magic presence.
Yeah. Was there anything like unique in the world building that you loved? Like creatures or the politics?
Nothing really unique.
No.
It's very kind of upgraded versions of stuff that's out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I can't say that anything is like sticking out to me that was like unique to this book.
Yeah.
So what themes stood out to you in this book?
Culty. the like religious control and blind faith was very heavy.
Yeah. That really leaned into like power structure too, because everything was so heavily religious.
Yeah. And like the chosen one.
Yeah.
Neville Longbottom, what are you doing here?
I think the main theme that stuck out to me was like the self exploration and like identity. Because she was like really leaning into that. Like becoming her own person and like getting those little glimpses of freedom at the start. But I mean, I know she was sneaking out and stuff, but
seeing what her life could be and pushing to what she wants it to be.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything else for themes.
No, it was I was reading this for the vibes, not for the
Yeah, I was here for the tropes in this one.
Yeah.
The touch her and die, but also she will kill you first.
Okay, so with all that, what was your like actual rating
5-star
of the whole book?
5-star.
5-star. 4-star here. It was slow going for me. If it was a little more punchy,
yeah,
would have been 5-star. But that's it.
I think, yeah, the first book I definitely still feel 5-star for myself. The series as a whole, that's a different rating for me.
Oh.
Because, you know how much I hate filler.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ruins
It's
a
a
good
lot.
fantasy series like filler, and this series could be 3 books said and done.
Wow.
Now,
Is it as bad as Zodiac Academy?
no.
Okay.
I definitely
'Cause that one I
enjoyed
find-
reading this more than Zodiac Academy. I wasn't skimming or anything, but it was definitely still dragged out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't like a certain way certain things went in a couple of the books. I didn't have any issue. So as a whole, I think I really want to give it a 4, but honestly, the filler is... I have no patience for the filler anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So the series as a whole is probably like 3.5.
Yeah. That's still good for a like full series.
Yeah.
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 So would you recommend it?
Yes.
Yes.
And I would recommend it to you, because I did.
You did. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it to anybody who's looking for another romantasy series to just like delve into. If you liked ACOTAR, like any romantasy, you will like this book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you read anything else by Jennifer L. Armentrout besides this series?
Yes. I read...
Oh yeah. Fall of Ruin and Wrath.
Yeah, I read that one.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. I've been wanting to read Obsidian by her, and I haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah, Fall of Ruin and Wrath I read. Storm and Fury I read.
I read Wicked by her a long ass time ago, like when I first got like my very first Kindle.
Okay. What'd you rate it?
It was before I ever started rating books. I do remember that I did enjoy it and read it really fast. But like I'm talking like 2014 or 2015. I'm trying to find the book that I have here. Which I think I have. I think I already have it taken off my shelf and put in the pile of books to get rid of. No, I don't. It's right here. This book. Don't Look Back.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like very YA. What is the year? Okay, 2014. Oh, the dedication. Dedicated to every reader and every blogger, big and small, new and old. Blogger. But yeah, I think I would read more by her.
Yeah.
I like her writing. So what's your caffeine rating?
10 fangs out of 10.
Okay. I think I will go with 8.5, maybe 9, 8.5 masks.
Ooh.
Or veils. Masks.
Before we end the episode, we're going to give a little hint to our next side quest, which is scheduled to be released for January 1st. However, that is a busy time of year, so if it's not on the 1st, please don't hold it against us. We will do our best. Mm-hmm. But Stacey, you want to give us our hint for our next side quest?
Okay. Our next side quest is not your average love story. Think moral grayness, forbidden obsession, and a whole lot of restraint. Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, I can't wait. can't wait. Well, until next time, we will see you next Tuesday for our regular scheduled programming.
Yes.
And hopefully back on a regular schedule again, now that the craziness has kind of died down, even though we're also moving into Christmas, so bear with us if it's not. We promise in January there will be no more delays.
No, we're getting back into, we promise, we will get back to regularity.
So until then, bye!
Bye! And with that, our Coven summoning comes to a close. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
And follow Caffeine and Conjuring on Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date on our journey through Throne of Glass.
Caffeine and conjuring ignite, witches brew and kingdom.